This is from yardbarker.com. Ceiling and floor for the Browns in 2023. They say the ceiling is 12-5. The additions of Elijah Moore, Marquise Goodwin, Cedric Tillman, Zadarius Smith, Dalvin Tomlinson bolster Cleveland's case for a turnaround. The schedule, ranked 26th most difficult in the NFL, is easiest in the AFC North. Note that happens when you finish in last place. Floor 7-10. Not difficult to argue that the Browns are still the worst team in the division, one with a great chance to match last year's season's lousy record, especially if Watson plays as he did last year, 3-3, 52.8 or 58.2% completion percentage. I would disagree with that. The floor probably is 7-10. I don't think they're the worst. When I look at that roster, I think they're closer to the best than the worst. I'll say that.
I think that's a fair assessment and probably where I'm at as well. I mean, we're going to have an episode of the podcast coming out here soon where we actually drafted position groups in the AFC North. And when you start to break it down like that, you realize the Browns are leading the pack in a few position groups. It's not just one. So I definitely think they have a talented roster. I mean, I think they could win more than 12 games if all goes according to plan. And like we said, they do have an easy schedule in the division because of how they finished last year, or the easiest schedule in the division, I should say. So I think, it's hard to predict the ceiling for me. I do think the floor is probably in that 7-8 win range kind of. If you go below 500 again, I think that's automatically a disappointment. And it's what could happen if Deshaun Watson just cannot bounce back at all and the defense is a total disaster in this remake. But I think they have the talent, easily here to try to make a playoff run.
Yeah, I definitely think the pieces are in place, and I think it's more likely that they put it together than that they don't. But you can never say never as far as, not living up to expectations for a third straight year.
Right. So much of this is hard to predict, especially when you think about what the expectations were the last 2 years and they couldn't meet them. So I get any fans who are hesitant to believe, oh yeah, this is 100% going to be fixed. Because if I was a fan, I would probably be with you. I'll believe it when I see it. But I do think the talent is there. It's about, can this talent do more than just look good on paper now?